Irregular people are probably suffering themselves. Love your enemy. Do good to them. It ain't natural. Oh, but when you understand that they are probably suffering themselves. Secondly, irregular people are emotionally blind. They're selectively blind, especially to you. This person can never see the good in you, can never acknowledge your talent, can never applaud your skill or your contribution or be glad about your successes. Somebody say, probably suffering and emotionally blind. They cannot see you. Always compare you to others. Other folks are always held up as better than you. Irregular people, emotionally blind, they conveniently miss all the events in your life that are important. Never came to your games, never came to your swimming meets, never came to your recitals, never came to your trial sermon. Emotionally blind, can't be glad about your new home, your baby, your new job, your degree. Can't be glad about the meal you just prepared. Come on here. Always something wrong with your stuff. I know a young woman who has an irregular mother. She's laying there in labor in the hospital, and she's pushing, and her mama calls her up on the phone and said, did you know that your daddy was having an affair? And did you know that you are not the first child in our family? The girl's labor. Honey, the woman is emotionally blind, but she is irregular by definition. Somebody say, probably suffering herself. Y'all talk back to me. Irregulars are emotionally blind. I think it was Mother Teresa that said of all the diseases, the most damnable is the disease of being unwanted and unseen. Irregular people can't see, but selectively. Thirdly, irregular people are emotionally deaf. You see, your pleading and your making your needs known to them is just so much whining and so much noise. Telling them your pain, they change the subject. Making yourself vulnerable and asking for what you need just makes them lash out in defensiveness. But what you mean I didn't do that? What you mean you ain't got it? But I did the best I could. What you mean? They lash out and become defensive when all you were doing was asking and making yourself vulnerable, and they hear you're blaming me. Love your enemies. Do good to them that hate you. Pray for them that don't do you right. It ain't natural, Jesus. But people who are probably suffering and emotionally blind and emotionally deaf, and fourthly, they have damaged vocal cords. I said they are set in your life to test your testimony. They have damaged vocal cords. Melanie, they always manage to say the wrong thing at the wrong time. When you deserve comfort or praise, when you have been injured, they cannot apologize. It might come up to here, but it'll never come out. They choke on repentance. Damaged vocal cords. Cannot apologize because it never occurs to them that they should. Cannot take responsibility for any pain they have caused in the relationship. Cannot ask for forgiveness because it's always somebody else's fault, you know. Cannot open their mouths to say, wow, I needed that. Like some of y'all sitting up in here today and you saying, I wish that Negro was here because he sure need to be here in this. Can't take it into themselves because they're always dishing it out to somebody else. Cannot praise you because they are too buried in negative emotions. But they are very talented at criticism. Oh, to deal with your irregular person, I came to tell you, stop going to the bargain basement paying $20 for irregular hosiery that ain't gonna never fit right.